special kind of ebullience to everything he did. Some would call it a certain kind of demented ebullience. I'd be one of those. We're here to, so I've known Bingham I knew Bingham for 30 years. All of his, mouth manufactured sound effects, his songs, his nicknames. My nickname came from a Saturday Night Live skit we saw involving Nixon meeting Sammy Davis Jr. And I think it was Aykroyd who, when he meets Sammy Davis Jr., goes, "Sammy." And so whenever I picked up the phone, I'd hear, "Sammy." I'm sure a lot of you have nicknames from me. We had a great ceremony in New York. It was beautifully done, beautifully organized, beautifully arranged. That will not be this. I guess we should probably, at this, what I would like to do actually is just salute his family. Nancy, his beautiful wife, his two daughters, Annabelle and Rebecca, who have joined us here. We're so happy to have them. We wish Nick was here. Maybe he'll come in later. At this moment, I want to call up what I will call Team Sundance, and that would be Carrie Putnam, John Cooper, Trevor Roth, and Michelle Satter, and they would like to make an announcement.
Thank you. Everybody up here. So, it's loud. All of us have our personal stories about Bingham, but I almost feel awkward about it because so many of you have known him for so much longer than I did. I just want to add one thing personally, which is I moved from television to the independent film world, and it was a hard road to earn any credibility whatsoever in the independent film world, having come from television. And the sort of benchmark of that is, would Bingham Ray accept you? Would Bingham Ray think you were credible and have a cinema history? And so for me, it was always a sort of an ambition to become, to become accepted by Bingham. And when we had a chance to get to know one another and work together, it was a great relationship that developed out of that. Later than probably for many of you, but I just wanted to share that. But today we wanted to talk to you institutionally, actually, rather than personally. And we'd like to announce that we are naming a Creative Producer Fellowship in honor of Bingham Ray. We thought a lot, all of us and all of the team that isn't here, about what we could or should do or what would be right. And we thought to, producing and the spirit of that Bingham brought to many qualities of a great producer would be best remembered in this context. I'm going to let these guys tell you a little bit about what we're looking for in that fellowship.
I think we're just going to basically find someone really crazy. Kind of a Christine Vachon many years ago, a little kind of crazy Cassian energy in there, and kind of just, for us, I think we're just going to look for the person who can stay up the latest and talk the most. And I think what we're really set on also is for this person to, there's a lot of mentorship with this as well, but also to have mentors that knew Bingham, so it's not only just getting the independent, helping with their career as a new independent producer, but also learn a little history along the way. So that's what I'm thinking, and then you much more serious.
Michelle has okay, here's what we're really looking for.
But I'm going to get what I want.
No, it's, yes, with everything that Cooper said, we really want to find somebody who deeply loves film and deeply loves independent film and foreign language film. But somebody, we were thinking of how do we describe this person, but we were also thinking of that word mavericky as being important as a quality for them. But, we love it, and somebody who's hungry, really hungry to learn, to be mentored is somebody important to us. I'm going to just tell you really quickly what it is we're going to get in this fellowship year, which is they'll get some money, which I know Bingham would like. And that money is a $10,000 grant to help them move forward with their project, and also to, it's a little bit for living and it's a little bit for helping them with some of the pre-production expenses moving forward. They'll also attend our creative producing lab, which we hold every summer. It's one of the new programs of Sundance, and we believe deeply in supporting producers, and this is really an opportunity for them to participate in this lab. They'll be part of, I'm thinking like what's on, oh good, I was hoping I was on screen. They'll attend the Creative Producing Summit, newly named from our Independent Producing Conference. They'll have 2 mentors, and I think that's a really important part of the way in which we support the emerging artists. And here, the music producer, emerging producer. And then, we'll support them year-round. What we're interested in is the project that they take to produce to the lab is a project that gets made and the project that reaches audiences worldwide. So we can't wait to find this benchy, mavericky, crazy producer who we'll be supporting in this coming year. We'll make the announcement in June, and the fellowship year will start in July this year. So we're very excited, and it's for us, it's losing Bingham is an extraordinary loss to us, to Sundance, who's a great friend of Sundance, and to the community and all the people who are here and all the people who are in New York and Berlin who are part of the celebrations of Bingham. I'm going to pass it on to Trevor.
I just want to say too, maybe the one last trait I hope we find in this person is honesty, because Bingham was the most honest person I've ever met. And that's a funny thing, because honesty brings both pain and joy. But I think ultimately it makes the world a better place. And so I hope there's others out there that kind of carry on that spirit that he brought to this. So.
Thank you all.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sundance. I have a couple of thank yous that I have to make. There were some people that were very instrumental in just supporting the helping to fund this effort, and I think they deserve some recognition. And those would be Tom Rothman, Steve Ravenel, Linda Lichter, Tony Angelotti, and Jonathan Dana. So a little hand for them. Next up, Mr. Paul Schwartzman. Where's Paul? There he is. Okay. We are going to, Paul, the brand new orchestration of a song that Bingham used to sing to his kids on the way to the ice cream shop in America. Paul Schwartzman, ladies.
Thank you.
Musical accompaniment is being found.
In the context, Bingham always, I wrote this up, sorry. Bingham always chortled that he terrified Lars von Trier so very much with his tale about our scary and hysterical funny plane ride from Utah to New York, that Lars swore flying for good. On that flight, to avoid the thunderstorms, the plane put down in Philadelphia. It gave Bingham the chance to get off the plane and get to New York however he could. He implored me if the plane ever landed and I survived to pick up his suitcase. I took the bag to my parents' home in Larchmont near him, and we made the handoff at our favorite hangout, and this is what he sang. I'm sorry, it's my voice, not his.
Hot dog, you'll be happy if you do. Walter's hot dog, the greatest in the land. Walter's hot dog's the greatest hot dog stand.
We need something to the family.
That was moving. That was very, very moving. I know I speak for all of us. By the way, another thank you that I managed to leave off. Alex Madigan was also very helpful in helping us put this together. So thank you, Alex, and I'm sorry to be so forgetful. I apologize. The idea here tonight is for the people here who knew Bingham, who have something to say, to just use this open mic to tell us a story, a remembrance. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be, it's not a competition. It's just something. If you have something to say, some moment that you remember, the time you met him, the time you wish you hadn't met him. Any of these things, they are welcome tonight. Yes. Nancy.
I'm Nancy, I'm Bingham's invisible wife. One time I went to Venice with him to the film festival there. And at Venice, I met so many people that knew him very well that I had no idea existed. And it was a kind of a joke that, well, this is his other family. And I think that all of you are part of his other family, and you all knew him, and we shared, our family shared him with you, and I just want you all to know that you were very important to him. I heard stories about all of you all the time, and I may not know your face, but I know your name, and just thank you for, enriching his life.